The very first pumpkins of the season have arrived, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to talk about all the different colors, shapes, and sizes of pumpkins we have coming in from the field, and to pair a perennial planting, or mostly perennial planting, to the types of pumpkins that we have. I think working them into your landscape or into your front porch or patio with your pots can be so cool, and I think there's some really fun things to do. So bear with me as we walk through all this. One of the first things I wanted to talk about with pumpkins, this is a bin of pumpkins on what we call pie pumpkins. Now, they are called pie pumpkins because this is about the size of a pumpkin you would need to make a pumpkin pie. However, we do not recommend that you use an actual pumpkin for a pumpkin pie because pumpkin has a really high water content, and sweet meat squash is actually much better to use if you're going to make pumpkin pie. It gives you that same great texture and flavor without so much water. Pumpkins can be really, really watery, but we call these pie pumpkins, and it's an easy size to use at the farm. So we're gonna grab this. I already started grabbing a few things for my cart. Jessica, come on over and check it out. We have a little bit of a whole bunch of different colors, shapes, and sizes. And I wanted to grab, we need to grab a big pumpkin. How big do I want to grab, Jessica? We're gonna grab a big one. All right. We grow, there's lots of different types of orange pumpkins. I even thought okay, I'm gonna try and figure out exactly which type, but there's so many different ones. I couldn't get all the names exactly right. So at a later video, Jessica and me will go through and kind of name all of them. This one I know is called One Too Many. What a cool kind of orange striped pumpkin. The other thing that I like about it is it has a thinner skin, so it's very light. It's not as heavy as some of the other ones. Of course, white pumpkins are always fun. We'll grab one of those. White pumpkin. Now they call these, if I can get down to one here so we can see it, they actually call these blue pumpkins most of the time. It's more kind of, get out of the way so you can see the sun, like greenish gray, but they call them blue. But I love the color, and I think it works really well with like that One Too Many that we were looking at, some of the white ones, and some other kind of misshaped, different colored pumpkins. So I have some plants I want to show you. Pumpkins coming in if I don't drop them off the cart. But before we get to the perennials I wanted to talk about, there's a couple baskets in the nursery that have been getting tons of attention lately, and check it out. This is Dichondra Silver Falls, and I really like to have them in these solid baskets. They, you literally just kind of want to grab them and hold them and hug them. The texture is great. Here's the thing, it is just an annual. It will die in the wintertime eventually, most likely, but it'll take a light frost, no problem. You can leave this on your porch or patio. It'll go down into the upper 20s without too much damage at all. Once we start hitting 27, 26, get a couple of those really cool days in a row, it will burn and eventually die in the Northwest. But a light frost, no problem. This basket will go for months. I had mine into February last year. So if you're looking for a basket for the fall, just to add some color and texture, We also did a late planting this year of our larger dinner plate dahlias. There's a couple of them here, and this one is Cafe au Lait. And talk about a really nice kind of vintage color for late in the fall. And look, if you pair this with some of our different colored pumpkins, I just think that those colors are so pretty together. But we actually have, Jessica, bear with me. Let's go over here. Check out some of these dahlias we have right now. This is Babylon Yellow, which is a really nice dinner plate dahlia. And look, it's way larger than the size of my hand. Dahlias do so well in the fall because they just do really well with cool evenings. And we have a couple different varieties. This is another Babylon, I think. Let's check here, Jessica, but see how pretty that is? And see how there's a little bit of kind of pink veining going through here? Let's see if I can find. This is Babylon Bronze. Really pretty. I do add a little bit of growth regulators in here that keeps them a little more compact, so when they're in the pot, in the ground, this will actually be a little bit larger. But dahlias are so pretty in the fall. They come in so many different great colors that I think work really good for fall planting. Oh, so beautiful. I just got done putting together some fall perennial kind of mixed inspirational flower beds, because sometimes it's so hard to figure out which plants would go well together. And so we've put these together and I pulled in some of my favorites. This is probably my favorite echinacea right now. This is Sun Magic Vintage Red. And you can see by the habit and the color, like, oh, so beautiful. I'm always trying to mix textures and colors. This is your traditional milkweed. This is Asclepias. Beautiful. All the pollinators are loving it, from the bees to the butterflies this time of year. Bring in a Lamarda, which is a really nice grass. This one can be a little touchy in the wintertime. If it gets super cold, low 20s, teens, it's probably gonna burn. But normally, especially in a covered porch or patio, this would do great in a pot or planter. And then of course, the mums that we grow are also hardy. Let me grab one here that's got some color coming on it. See that nice little bronze coming in? This will get a little bit lighter as it opens up. But we pulled these 4 different perennials together. And now, let's grab some pumpkins, Jessica. I think this is like your really nice, I'm gonna pull them out here so you can see them a little better. This is very traditional. And if we throw in some nice fall pumpkins in this to me with some traditional easygoing pumpkins, I think looks so pretty. And voila. Put this in a porch pot or a planter. You can throw in some mini gourds in here with it. Easy to do. All these plants are gonna do great throughout the fall and into the winter. I think you're gonna be super happy. All right, we're gonna go from super traditional to super non-traditional. I put together kind of a list of plants that I think are gonna do well in the fall, but not your normal color pattern, right? So I grabbed a couple different echinaceas just because they're so pretty right now. This one is Sunseeker Rainbow, Sunseeker Green Apple. We have some really nice Spanish lavender. This is Lavender Primavera, my favorite Spanish lavender. And then I actually grabbed a little annual just because I liked this darker foliage on, this is Jet Black Ipomea. This is gonna do really well and hold up for quite a while into the fall. It'll take our cool nights just fine now, but now watch. Let's take some of our non-traditional colors like the One Too Many pumpkin, our white pumpkin, and let's take that baby blue type pumpkin, blue/gray. Pair all these together, and I think you have a fall combo that's a little bit different. Still reads fall, end of summer. The pumpkins sure make you feel like a harvesty type theme to it, but it's a little different, especially if you have like a gray or a blue house. This is going to pair really well on your front porch or patio. It's going to give you a lot of color for a long time. Okay, we've gone traditional and non-traditional. Now I want to take us kind of somewhere in between. So a couple different plants that I think are great for fall. This is a spirea from Proven Winners called candy corn. You can easily see how it gets its name with the new growth getting that kind of pinky red foliage all the way down to the lime green as it transitions. Really super hardy plant, looks great through the fall, gives you all those fall colors, looks fantastic. I grabbed a different echinacea this time. This one is Sombrero Red, a nice seed variety. Look at all those flower heads on there, super pretty. And for a little bit of height, I went with an annual. This is Kufia Vermillionaire, and I find that this Kufia lasts a long time in the fall. I've even had this bloom into December without a problem. It is just an annual, so if you want to keep it over, you're going to need to protect it during the winter time. But we're going to add this for a little bit of height. We're going to pull in some little texture. This is a carex called Orange Sedge. You can kind of see the little bit of orange in the sunshine there. This is going to pull in the greens and the oranges. Now let's add a little bit of excitement. So this is a pumpkin called Warty Goblin. Get the green and the orange in there. We're going to add in a Cinderella type pumpkin just to bring in a little bit of the red. And then I have a couple, like what I would call almost brown pumpkins. So this one right here, it's another warty one, another Cinderella type flat pumpkin. But I think you get a really nice fall look with a little bit of non-traditional colors, and all of it gets put together in a nice planter that's gonna last a long time on your front porch or patio. Could go into your landscape as well. It's so nice to have cool nights. It's like sweater weather is right around the corner.
It's just so funny. We look like complete just
This
goofballs.
is what we do. We walk around.
We do.
We are super lucky. We have Claudia from In the Garden with Claudia. If you do not follow her on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, we were just talking about.
We're on TikTok.
Make sure you do. She is going to be doing a shopping tour at Bauman's and show you some really cool things. But why I have you.
Yes.
Okay, this is like a sneak preview.
Okay.
Okay, this is the perennial plant of the year for 2026.
Okay.
It's kind of a little insider scoop. And grasses don't look good in the springtime.
Right.
And so a lot of people, I think, don't put them in their garden because they're just like little starts.
Yeah.
But this particular one is called Blue Stem. It's Black Hawk's Blue Stem, excuse me. This is grown in Oregon at Blooming Nursery, which is one of my favorite employee-owned nurseries. Really cool. And check it out.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's about Claudia height. And for containers in the landscape, this is a great perennial to use.
It is.
I like the darker stems for fall.
Yeah.
Nice contrasting.
Yeah. Is this going to get fuller? Like,
Yes.
does it bulk up?
And it's not going to spread
Interesting.
or
Okay.
self-seed.
Okay.
So it's going to kind of form that clump and kind of get bigger and form that nice
Okay.
mass. I would say it'll even get a little bit taller.
Okay. Let me ask you this because you have a good eye for design.
Okay.
Have you taken them to your garden, your home garden?
Not in a while.
No? Okay. Brian has like a phenomenal garden at his house. How would you plant this in the landscape? Would you do groups of them, like groups of 3? Or how would you use this in the landscape?
Depends.
Okay.
So if I have like the back of a flower bed,
Yeah.
I like it to be pretty linear.
Okay.
And that I would like space them out,
Yeah.
put this in the back
Right.
with some plantings kind of cascading to the front.
Okay.
Now, if I was in like an island bed,
Yeah.
then I would group them.
You would
I would
group
put in odd pairs, 3s, 5s,
Okay.
do a grouping.
Okay.
But in a long flower bed,
Uh-huh.
now you could do 3 groups of 3,
Right.
but
Okay. Here's the interesting thing. We went to Chelsea. Have you been to Chelsea?
no, I was so jealous.
Okay. So we went to Chelsea for the first time and it was transformative. Okay.
Interesting.
And yeah, it was transformative. And a lot of the gardens that they had there had a lot of dark foliage things. They actually have, I should tell you about this. They have this new plant called the beach ball.
Beach ball?
It's a beech tree, but it's in shape of a ball.
Okay.
Monty Dawn had it and Joe Thompson had it in her garden.
Okay.
And it was,
So deciduous like beech, but
yes,
it has
it's a ball.
Okay. Cool.
Can you get it? I don't know like what but I'm just putting that out there.
There are some nurseries that have dark leaf beech trees, which I really like.
Right.
But I'm on it.
Look in it. So my point is, at the Chelsea flower show, dark colors like this was the thing.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be huge next year in our gardens, like springtime, summertime, fall time, all of the jewel tones. I think it's gonna like.
All right, I was going to end this video right now.
Oh, okay.
But now I have one more thing I have to say.
Okay, let's see. What else do you have? Okay.
So there's a new annual for next year.
Oh, okay. Is it proven winners?
Yep.
Here's the thing. I love coming here because you always have the behind the scenes that we don't always get.
We need to do a Claudia Day at Bauman Farms.
Yes, yes.
Invite all of your viewers and stuff to come down and
I would love that.
We're going over here.
Oh my gosh. It grew so much.
Isn't it beautiful?
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of dark foliage.
Yeah.
And this is brand new for next year. This is a potato vine called Black Medusa.
Wow. I saw her when you were growing it out when we had that event.
Yes.
And it was like tiny.
Really nice foliage, great habit, really mixes well. I was a little worried because I thought maybe people wouldn't want black for spring.
But they did.
But from what I'm hearing from you, yes, black is okay for springtime.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I even like it just by itself.
Right. Yeah.
But I think you can pair this with, I mean, any color works
Yeah.
great with black.
Yeah.
So.
This is going to be popular. I have a feeling. I'm manifesting this to be a popular plant
good.
next year. Did you guys grow it out in the landscape to see how it would do?
Yeah, does really well.
Does it? Did it get like tall and then kind of come
down?
down?
No, more of a matte.
Matte,
like
okay.
just like a solid mass.
Okay.
Okay. So stay tuned. Head on over to In the Garden with Claudia. Check out her YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all that fun stuff.
Yes.
And don't worry, Jessica and me will be back next week with some more great stuff for fall.
I can't wait.